Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our SQL interview preparation series. In today's session, we are going to master one of the most important SQL concepts that appears almost every SQL interview. And yes, I'm talking about SQL joins. Whether you are a fresher, experienced professional, data analytics, BI developer, data engineer, or SQL developer, interviewers will definitely ask questions related to joins. But here's the challenge. Most candidates knows the syntax. Very few understand how SQL execute join internally. Which join is expensive, why duplicate records occur, and how to optimize join, and how joins are used in real projects. So today we will cover everything from beginner level to advanced interview level. By the end of this session, you will be able to answer join related interview questions confidently. So let's begin. First thing is, why do we need joins? So before learning join, let's understand why joins exist. So in real world databases, data is stored in multiple tables. For example, customer information is stored in customer table, order information is stored in order table, payment information is stored in transaction table, product information is stored in product table. Now imagine management asks and show customer name along with order detail. The problem is customer name exists in customer table and order detail exists in order table. So to combine data from multiple table, SQL uses join. So think of join as a bridge connecting table. Let's understand with some demo. So before demo, I can create some test data so I can show you exact information. So let's create one demo database here, SQL join demo. Okay. So first we create this separate database. Okay. This is best practice because we never test directly in production database. So that is a good way. So first we create a customer table. So here, if you go through with that, in customer table, we have a customer ID, customer name, city. So these are the basic detail for the customers. And same thing we can create a structure for our order table also. Okay. So in order table, we have a order ID, specific order ID for every unique order, customer ID, which customer has ordered that item, order date and amount. Okay. So we can create this customer tables and order tables, and let some put test data here. Okay, so these are five customers, and so this table store customer information. Okay, and imagine this table belong to the CRM team. Okay, and put some data in our order table. Now our board table are ready. Okay. So let's start with one by one. So first we start with our inner join. So inner join we easily understand like this is only return only matching record from both table. Okay. And it is most commonly used in join. And if no match exists, so SQL ignore those rows. For example, select star from customers. Okay. And here we are using the inner join. So what happened here if I execute this inner join? So if you go through here, no matching order exists. Okay. Therefore, inner join exclude them. Only whatever data is matching here, those data we are getting. Now we discuss how this internal process is working. So SQL, first thing, SQL compare based on the customer ID. Okay. So based on the customer ID, we are comparing the data. So customer ID from the customer and customer ID from the orders. So only matching records survive, non-matching records are discarded. Next important thing is left join. So left join basically it is all record from your left table and matching record from. So this is one of the most used join in real project. So I can replace inner join left join. Okay. So left join return all row from your left table. So if I execute this one, so here we have a all customer, all five customer data is there. Okay. Matching row from the right table and these are the matching records. Now next thing is why this null value is displaying here. So if no match exists, so null is written. That is the common. Okay. Now we understand with some real time uses. Okay. So for example, business asks you to find customers who never placed an order. So how you can do that? We can put here where we put sub filter here. Okay. Where, because we know that o dot customer id is null. So interviewer can ask this type of question, so you can give answer to that. So if I run this query, so we are getting David and Emma are not order anything. Okay. So it means they have never placed any order. Now next important thing, while we have executed our result, so we have getting two times value. So might be business asks, like user asks to question why left join return duplicates. So many candidate panic when left join return duplicate record. So let understand first. So customer Shara has two orders. One order is order ID 102 and order ID 103. And one customer two order, when SQL join tables, one customer row match two order rows. That's why Sarah appeared twice. So SQL is not creating duplicates. SQL is showing valid matching record. So it is appearing twice because two matching record exist, not because join is incorrect. And in another way, we can say that duplicate occur due to one to many relationship. That's why duplicate records are there. Let's understand right join. So in right join, all right records first thing, and matching record from the left record. Okay. So we can say that right join is opposite of left join. Return all row record from the right table plus matching record from the left table. So for example, here we have a one order ID 105. Okay. So for order ID 105 doesn't exist in customer table. Why? I can show you. This order ID 5 belong to customer ID 7. Okay. But if I check into customer table, there is no any customer with customer ID 7. Okay. So customer column become null. That's why. So this is a just test example to understand that. So in real project, left join is preferred. Most developers rarely use right join. Now understand next important thing is full join. So full join basically it is combination of left join and right join. Return everything matched records, unmatched record from left table, unmatched record from right table. Okay, so if I run this syntax, so here we are getting all the thing. Here we have a customer without order, like David and Emma, and order without customer. It means everything is appears. Now we understand the cross join. So cross join is dangerous because if used incorrectly, because every row from table A combines with every row from table B. So formula is something like A into B. Okay. So it means if we have in one table we have a four customer and four order, so we are getting 16 rows. It is something like that. Like we have a four customer and four order, so we are getting 16. So let's understand with some data. So for example, select star from customer, cross join orders. Okay, and let's execute it. So we are getting 25 rows. Why? If I go through in customer table we have a 5 rows, and in order table we have a 5 rows. So 5 into 5 we are getting 25 rows here. Why is cross join expensive? This type of question can ask by interviewer. So you can simply say that because row multiplication can become a huge and performance impact become massive. So that's the reason cross join is expensive. Now most important thing, self join. So self join basically if we have a hierarchical tables are there. Okay. So in that case we are using the self join. So if you want to understand self join means joining a table with itself. Okay. And common use cases I can show you, go through with few example like employee and manager relationship, organization hierarchy, category hierarchy, and most important use case is family tree. Okay. So let's understand with the few example. So before understanding we required some test data. So I can create one employee table where employee ID, employee name, and manager ID is there. Okay, let's post uh, test data here. So now our data is ready. Okay, So here basically we have a employer table as a E, we consider as a employee, and one more time we have considered as a manager. And if I execute this query, so we are getting employee and manager relationship. So for Mike and Sarah we have a John as manager, and for David Mike as manager, and for Mike no manager are there. So interviewer can ask you question like, can a table join itself? So you can say that absolutely, that exactly what self join does. So we have cover inner join, left join, right join, full join, cross join, and self join, and understand the real time scenario also. Now next thing is SQL execution of join internally. So here basically we discuss what interviewer asks experienced candidates, how SQL execute join internally, and SQL Server uses three major algorithms. What are the algorithms are there? First algorithm is nested loop join. Next is merge join, and last one is has join. Okay. So nested loop, it is basically for the small data set. Okay. Merge join best when data is in a sorted order, and it is faster than nested loop. And has join is used for large data set. So basically nested loop, it is compare row one by one. Okay. Then merge join, it because in data in a sorted order, so it is much faster than nested loop. And hash join best for large data set, create a hash table, and very common in a data warehouse system. So interviewer can ask these type of questions, so you can easily answer that one. Now next thing, uh, most of the interviewer ask this question, which join is costly? So many candidate answer incorrectly. Join type itself is not costly. Cost depend on five factor. First is data volume. Next, indexes. Next, execution plan. Next, statics, and last is memory. So basically, join cost is depend on data volume, indexes, execution plan, statics, and memory. So generally we can say that cross join without filtering can become extremely expensive. So cross join without filtering can become extremely expensive. Okay. And for has join, on huge table can consume memory. Okay, and poorly indexed join can lead table scan. So next important thing is we are aware about everything. So how we optimize this one? How can we optimize joins? So for that one, first thing is create index on join tab columns, avoid select star, retrieve only required column, filter early and check execution plan, look for table scan, index scan, has match, sort operation, and keep statics updated. So can we can go through with some real time interview scenarios. So in first scenario, show all customer with orders. So how we can write our syntax? Okay, so that way we can get all customer with orders. So this is scenario first. Now next scenario is find customer with no order. Okay, so for that one we just add from the order customer id is null. Okay, so in that way we can get the no order customer names, like David and Emma both are customer with without any order. Okay, next thing for show employees and manager names. So for that one, like we have uses the self join. Okay, so this is the syntax for that, and based on that we are show the employee and manager names. Okay, for John we haven't any manager, or we can put here name manager name. Okay, so so this is the some scenarios. Okay, now next and important session for our today's discussion, we have the some rapid fire questions. So first question is difference between inner and left join. Okay. Next important is why left join return duplicate, and next is which join create Cartesian product, and can a table join itself, which join is most commonly used, which join how SQL execute internally, difference between has join nested loop join, how do indexes improve join performance, what is one to many relationship, and when should full join be used. And next important is why is cross join dangerous. Okay, so these are the questions. Sometimes interviewer asks in a different way and different scenarios, so you can practice on that. So you have now completed SQL joins from beginner to advanced interview level. So today we have covered inner join, left join, right join, full join, cross join, self join, duplicate record scenarios, SQL internal join processing, join optimization, real time interview questions, practice exercises. In the next module, we will cover group by having aggregate function and SQL execution order. So these are some of the most frequently asked SQL interview topics. If you found this session valuable, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and comment below module 2 completed, so I know you are following this SQL interview preparation series. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in next module.